because Russell Westbrook's legacy is not going to be about...
Bro, on God, it's fucked up what happened to Russ. And Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team. That's the truth.
Russell Westbrook lost it. The 2017 MVP, 9-time All-Star and triple-double king didn't just get frustrated. He smashed his phone in total disbelief. All because Giannis Antetokounmpo's brother, yes, his own brother, got signed before him.
I think it all started with Lakers. Look at his career. As soon as he went to Lakers, I don't want to blame anyone. I don't want to blame LeBron or whatever, but it's hard to play for the Lakers, man.
Why?
If you're playing with someone like LeBron, it's all about LeBron.
Russell Westbrook's wife Nina says that he broke his phone after finding out that Alex Antetokounmpo got signed before.
A Hall of Fame lock, one of the fiercest players of his era, sitting at home and signed, while others with a fraction of his resume were landing deals. That sting cut deep. At 36, Westbrook finally signed a $3.6 million deal with the Sacramento Kings, his 7th team in 6 years. A shocking fall for a man who once dominated the league, a player who made triple-doubles look effortless. This is the wild story of how one of the NBA's most explosive competitors ended up here, how LeBron James and the Lakers destroyed his public image, how former teammates are finally speaking out, and why this Kings deal might be Westbrook's last stand. Westbrook's contract? A veteran minimum, just $3.6 million for 1 year. For perspective, a Chinese team reportedly offered nearly 4 times that, around $14 million. But Westbrook turned it down, refusing to leave the NBA. That's the pride, the fire, the self-belief that defines him.
Is signing with the Sacramento Kings. His agent Jeff Schwartz tells me it's a 1-year, $3.6 million deal. And these are two sides that have been engaged in conversations all off season, every single month, every single week since July. They've been in constant communication. And this is a Kings team that has searched for...
He even turned down his $3.5 million player option in Denver, betting on himself in free agency. And that gamble almost destroyed everything. As training camp approached and rosters filled up, Westbrook sat and signed, unheard, ignored, just silence. Then came the breaking point. He discovered Alex Antetokounmpo had signed with Milwaukee before him. That's when he reportedly smashed his phone in anger. Can you blame him? This is the man who once averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons, carried entire franchises, and won an MVP. And now he watched a bench player with barely any NBA minutes get a deal before him. Humiliation for a legend. In 75 games with Denver last season, Westbrook still delivered 13.3 points, 6.1 assists, 4.9 rebounds, 1.4 steals, shooting 44.9% from the field. Even 52% on 2-pointers, the best of his career. Those numbers scream starter material. Yet teams kept passing on him. One by one, front offices looked away, leaving Westbrook to wonder, is this the end of the road? For the first time in 18 years, he faced the chilling reality of possibly being out of the league.
Russ, bro. On God. It's fucked up what happened to Russ. And Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You talk to T-Lou. T-Lou did interview with motherfuckers. I love Russ. Ever since Russ left the Lakers, bro, he's been on the minimum, bro. We've never seen this ever. We've never seen a player who's been the MVP, who's impacted the game, who they call him names and tell him he can't shoot, go to the playoffs, shoot 40% with the Clippers the very next year, right? Take a less demeaning role with the Lakers, take a less demeaning role with the Clippers. He's been a 6th man ever since he's left the Lakers. He's a starting point guard in the NBA. He's arguably one of the top 3 point guards to ever play the game. You tell me this man can't get on the team all because he's passionate, all because he stretches with the team every single fucking practice, all because if it's a team out and he's there all the fucking time, all because if you talk to anyone around the league, Russ is the best teammate I ever have. I talked to Paul George. Hey, P, hey, Pat, you go love Russ. Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, one of the best teammates I ever had.
Then came the voices. Patrick Beverley, never one to hold back, spoke the truth. Russ got a bad rap because of that Lakers team. And coming from Beverley, a player known for toughness and attitude, that carries weight. He even called Westbrook the best teammate I ever had. That's not empty praise. That's respect earned through battle. And Beverley isn't alone. Canner Freedom stepped in and took it even further. Let's break down what really went down in LA. Reports revealed LeBron James himself pushed for the Lakers to sign Russell Westbrook, rather than chasing Buddy Hield, before the 2021-22 season even began. This wasn't a front office experiment. This was a power move orchestrated by LeBron.
Why do you think he had such a hard time adjusting when he went to like Houston and Washington and the Clippers? Like, there was kind of a big fall off.
You know what? I think it all started with Lakers. Look at his career. As soon as he went to Lakers, I don't want to blame anyone. I don't want to blame LeBron or whatever, but it's hard to play for the Lakers, man.
Why?
If you're playing with someone like LeBron, it's all about LeBron. And if the season fails, then you need to have like some kind of scapegoat. I think that year they picked Russell Westbrook as a scapegoat. Then after that, I mean, look at his career. I do think that, right now it was his 18th year, and this guy, unfortunately, can't even find a team to play right now. It's tough.
So you're saying like becoming the scapegoat like got to him mentally and like that affected his game? Yeah,
I think so. You know, because like people were just calling him some very hard names and some nicknames. I don't even want to repeat it. I feel bad because he got a lot of kids, and I watched one of his interviews because he said, now my kids going to school and they called his kids are like some of the nicknames that the fans used to say, whatever. So, NBA is tough, man. NBA is definitely tough, but he could still play in NBA. It's crazy that he cannot find a team.
I think it was him that when they went to Utah, they were like extremely racist towards him or something like that. Yeah. Was it Russell Westbrook?
It was Russell Westbrook.
So like when you were on the Utah Jazz, was it the same? Did you see that same vibe when you were playing there?
To be honest with you, not. I mean, they were like one of the wildest fans, and they had your back no matter what, and they were like the sixth man. But when I played there, I didn't really have like I didn't hear about any kind of racist comments towards other teams.
This was LeBron's call. He wanted Russ by his side, plain and simple. So the Lakers formed their so-called Big Three: LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Westbrook. The goal? Championship or bust. But what did they get instead? A total collapse. They missed the playoffs entirely, one of the biggest disappointments in Lakers history. And when it all fell apart, guess who got blamed? Russell Westbrook. It got so bad that Westbrook and his family received death threats from enraged fans. That's not passion, that's obsession turned dark. The hate went beyond basketball. It became personal, toxic, cruel. Westbrook's mental strength was tested like never before. By his second season, he was starting only 3 games, averaging 15.9 points, 7.5 assists, and rebounds. The man who once ran entire offenses was now watching from the bench. Coach Frank Vogel benched him. The media tore him apart. And through it all, LeBron made it public that he wanted Kyrie Irving instead. Imagine that. The same LeBron who vouched for Westbrook now calling for his replacement. That's betrayal. Even analysts started acknowledging how brutal it is to play for the Lakers. In Los Angeles, basketball isn't just basketball. It's politics, headlines, constant scrutiny. Every mistake becomes a trending topic, every missed shot a meme. Fans turn on you instantly. Anise Kaner-Freedom said it best. The mental toll was massive. People were giving Westbrook cruel nicknames, spreading names he wouldn't even repeat. That's the level of hate he faced. But when Westbrook went to Denver, he turned the noise into fuel. Off the bench, he was electric. Over the last 3 seasons, he came off the bench in 145 of 216 games, finishing in the top 10 for 6th Man of the Year voting every single year. That's rare air. He adjusted his game, became smarter with shot selection, and brought relentless energy that flipped games. Only 17 players in the NBA averaged at least 13.3 points, 6.1 assists, and 4.9 rebounds, and Westbrook was one of them. His hustle, speed, and fire were still unmatched. But come playoff time, things shifted. In round 1 against the Clippers, he was crucial to Denver's win. Round 2, however, became a nightmare against his former team, the Thunder. Westbrook shot 34.8% from the field, 21.9% from 3, and had 18 turnovers to 17 assists over 160 minutes. The Nuggets were outscored by 92 points when he was on the court. This is the curse that has followed him his entire career. He gives everything, heart, energy, intensity, but in the postseason those traits sometimes backfire. Turnovers pile up, Missed shots sting harder, critics roar louder. Even with his regular season greatness, Westbrook remains ringless. He's battled alongside legends, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, James Harden, and yet the championship has always slipped away. The Thunder's 2012 finals ended at the hands of LeBron's Heat, and Westbrook never got back. Fair or not, those playoff stumbles define his legacy. The man who dominated the stat sheet but couldn't close the deal when it mattered most. Now here we are, Sacramento. The Kings mark Westbrook's fourth team since 2022, his seventh overall in an 18-year career. From franchise cornerstone to NBA journeyman, it's been a wild ride. And what did he just sign up for in Sacramento? Pure chaos. The Kings lineup is stacked with ball-dominant players. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, Dennis Schroeder, and Keon Ellis. Off the bench, he joins Malik Monk and Doug McDermott, a mix of shooters and slashers all fighting for touches. On paper, it's exciting, but there's a major issue: spacing. Zach LaVine thrives with the ball in his hands. If he's forced into an off-ball role while sharing the floor with Westbrook or DeRozan, his impact drops dramatically. This isn't just a challenge, it's a test of Westbrook's adaptability and firepower, yet again. Add in multiple non-shooters and suddenly the floor shrinks, the offense clogs, and defenses pack the paint. Last season, Sacramento ranked 28th